I mean, he had Kygo defense for most of the season.
That is true. It looks like El Taco is actually at 77. My eyes glanced over at him.
Oh,
And the next tier after that is Elder and Shaftman, both at 73.
Shaftman's got an Imba team. That doesn't count.
But you could say the same thing about Rush, and Rush is doing terrible. There was one game where he let in a goal like off the bat and still had like 75% save percentage, and it was only 4 shots. Great. Spitfire is also up there. Glanced over my eyes. He's only goalied 1 game, but he's at 76%.
I'm higher than that. That doesn't count. If you're
Are
lower
you?
than me with 1 game, I should be 77.
I don't see you on here.
Oh my god, it's broken.
Oh my god.
I had 77.
I'm only looking at people who played more than 1 game.
Well, there it is.
Yeah. But he makes a nice save over there. Passes it up to Swift. Swift looking. Gets it over to Tyrion. A lot of Euros playing today. What do you think of that?
Activity's low, so they're playing.
Yeah, that is true. Vapor was supposed to play instead of Luffy, but Vapor just didn't show up. A little suspect. You know, he wins a season, then becomes a little bit of a degenerate. But he's 50% locked for a reason, so I guess I can't blame it too much. But, you know, it was a remade game. I don't know why you remake without checking with your teammates.
Yeah, I think something came up at the last second, and he didn't want to bother whoever to remake again.
Yeah. Swift now with the puck. Tries to get it over to Tyrion, but Yoda, the real Yoda. I kept trying to call you iSpy last game, but I just couldn't. It's so hard when I'm just reading Yoda.
I want to rename my account, but they took it out. Can't do it anymore or something. Do you have to pay for it, maybe? I don't know.
You get 1 free a season.
Really? Still? Because I still don't have one.
Ooh, a nice goal by Bulb. Thankfully, he showed up.
Yep. I think this team will win when they have both.
Yeah, I think they are probably the stronger team, even though I played a couple games with Swift. I played a whole season with Swift. What am I talking about? I think the Freeze kind of lack that offense that is needed. Tom, not really that much of a big scorer. Neither Swift and Tyrion, kind of with that high ping. And they're already a goal down. Tom never plays well when he's losing. And
I feel like it's a theme on Tom teams that they don't score very much.
True. He usually has good goalies. I remember he had me as goalie for a season. We almost won that season if he didn't bench me.
Who were you betting for? Halo? Was that Halo?
Tiny, but Tiny already lost like 2 games. And I won both of my games.
Well, that's what happens when people hate you.
It is. Tyrion now at the puck. Going for it. And tries to pass it to Swift, but Swift has to double back for that. Swift passing it up. And Yoda intercepts. Yoda, you know, let's see that famed Yoda offense.
Yeah, he's a god.
He's spinning. He's able to do stuff, but sadly passes it to Smoothie, and Smoothie loses it to Swift. Tyrion now with the puck. Gives it up to Stealth. And Stealth passes it over to Bulb. Bulb looking to get it to the center, but clicked away from by Swift. Swift in his own circle. Passing it up to Tom. Can Tom, you know, relight that spark? For as bad as an offensive player as Tom is, he is probably one of the most inspirational people in Zealot hockey. You know, when I think of Tom, I don't think of winner, but I think of the heart of a winner.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's what you need. It's not about who wins or loses, it's about having that heart.
I don't know. I think people like to win.
I think people like to win, but Tom's certainly not doing that at the end of the first period. It is 1-0 for the New Gettysburg Flyers. Not really much offense either way. You know, 5 total shots in a period. Kind of a mirror of what we saw last game, where one team just has no passes but is still winning. You know,
Yeah.
You said you were probably warming up for Pro, but didn't watch Marsara. But Marsara No passes, but, they just won.
Who is Marsara? Oh, wait, that's
Your
Linking?
team!
No, I'm on
wait, yeah,
Coral.
you're on Core Hall. Never mind.
That's Ling. I think Pershel was playing in that game. I don't know who the third.
Purcell was playing in that game. Yeah,
That's terrible.
it was a show. And looks like we're going to continue this show with Stealth versus Swift in the face-off circle. Stealth winning it, but Swift stealing it right away and actually wins it. Tyrion going forward, boosts, tries to get it over to Tom. Tom not able to control it. Yoda giving it up to Smoothie. Bulb unable to get past Swift. Great defense from Swift. And Swift's just going to do the classic move of boosting behind his own net. Gives it up to Tyrion, but Tyrion unable to control it, and Swift just gives it right back. That's always a strange thing to me. You like to play... It's a very momentum-based game, Zealot Hockey is. You like to play it, but there's always dumb stuff like that where, Swift had all the space in the world, but he just... There's something innate in this game that you just want to play as fast as possible, and he just gave it back to the other team.
I don't know if Swift wants to play as fast as possible. He plays pretty slow.
He plays pretty slow, but he just did that. I mean,
yeah.
He has all the space in the world. Nobody was really near him. Why force that pass, especially when you're down?
Because I think he gave up on any kind of offense when last season he drafted the worst team I've ever seen drafted. That was terrible.
I don't...
If that team didn't get Proster, they wouldn't have won a game.
But here's the thing. I keep thinking back worst teams. I still think Ruckle, Dagius, and Zaxmack.
That sounds way better than Gur, Meepo, Swift. They can't score. None of them.
But it's not the thing that they couldn't score. Is that, oh, look, your favorite Yoda just scored.
He's the best.
They scored 5 goals and blew a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, but, I don't know. They should never let in a goal with that team. Someone told me they tried Gur offense, and that sounds horrible.
offense was great during CHL.
I don't remember CHL. I got that badge. I'm done with it.
I didn't lose a game until playoffs in CHL.
Were you on Gur's team?
Yeah. It's all Kelvin's fault. But,
Kelvin?
Smoothie now trying to make it 3-0, unable to. Swift taking it back. Playing slower. Probably got burned a little bit too many times. And I don't think I see a path for the Zenn Freeze to come back. You're 2 goals down and you've had 2 shots at the halfway mark of the game. What can you do?
It's against Yoda defense, you're not going to come back if you give up goals early. He's just going to play way more defensively. It's Dunzo.
Who drafted this team? Because who's the owner of this team?
I don't know.
I just realized because I know Tom isn't
Wait,
owner.
Blue Dream.
Yeah, why isn't Blue Dream sort of good at offense? Why isn't he playing over Tyrion? Is he not here?
I think Tyrion is better at offense than Blue Dream.
Yeah. I never did check. Is this actually Central? Or Eastern?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it is East.
Yeah, I'd take Tyrion on East for offense.
Well, he's not able to do much here, only producing 3 total shots. Can Tom do something? No. Ooh,
No, that's
Swift.
a goal. That's a goal.
Wow, Swift, trying to pressure it. I think Bulb just kind of felt sorry for him and just didn't even try to do anything.
It's the only explanation.
That is. Yes, Bulb had the entire middle and just went off to a side. Tom had the entire top half but didn't shoot it fast enough. Ooh, that must hurt. This might be a goal. That's a goal. Bulb scoring the 3rd goal for the New Gettysburg Flyers, making it 3-0 at the end of the 2nd period. Yeah, I don't see any possible way that the Freeze can come back.
I don't know if Tom went too early. I just think people don't draft around Tom right. They need some kind of offense with them. They pick like defenders with them. It's not.
I, I think Blue Dream and Tyrion are good offensive players. I don't know what's happening. I'm like sitting here watching and I'm like, what is happening? Because nothing that's supposed to be happening is actually happening. You know, you always draw up these game plans in your head, like you want to stay back and you'll pounce, because that's usually what Tom does. He usually stays back and then pounces. But there's been no pounce, and that usually works best when you're tied or leading. But they've only been tied in this game for about 40 seconds once Bulb walked all over them.
Yep.
So
it just looks like the blue team's a lot better in every position. I think Yoda's better than Tom. I think Bulb is better than maybe not Stealth and Tyrion. I think Stealth isn't that good, but you know.
See, I would have compared Tom to Bulbasaur in terms of, you know, like I was saying earlier, Tom really has the heart. I think Bulb is kind of that leader, and I think Swift is more the defense. So I'd compare Swift to Yoda, and then Tyrion to Stealth. And I
see that.
I think the only matchup they would even win is Tyrion over Stealth, if that. Stealth hasn't really done much this game, has he? I was just thinking that. I didn't even realize Stealth was in the game.
No, he's been like super third man most of the game. But that's definitely the game. If there was any chance they were coming back, it's done with that snipe.
Yeah, especially as a goalie, you know, your team's not doing much. I remember playing with Tom, and that being one of the most frustrating team things is if your team just doesn't do anything, you get discouraged and you only just draw yourself into a deeper hole. And yeah, I think you're right. It is probably Dunzo's. But there's still 3 minutes left. You know, I did invoke the name of the Reapers earlier, so we could see another 5-0.
I don't know about that. Not with Yoda. It's not happening. And El Taco's gotten a lot better, even though he still does a lot of retarded shit.
I think El Taco's like probably in Spitfire's camp. You know, if I've seen games where Bulb just doesn't produce stuff, he gets frustrated and he does stupid stuff. I think that's where it stems from. If your team doesn't do anything, you get frustrated.
Yeah, it's the same thing as when you're playing defense and your team's not producing, and you're like still like dominating the other offense. It gets really annoying.
Oh boy. Tyrion just giving it back to Bulb. That was some dangerous plays. But, you know, Swift with a nice mid-shot.
Rip the shutout.
I mean, mid-court timer. El Taco, kind of sad that he lost his shutout, but could this...
just mentioned the shutout, and as soon as he did, he got cursed.
Oof. I wonder, maybe, just maybe, there could be a comeback. You know, it's only 3 goals in 2 minutes.
No.
Come on, we need to make this interesting.
The interest was over at 2-0, to be honest.
Probably, but, you know, they're trying to crash the net. Yoda wasn't even a part of that. It was all Smoothie clicking it out. They don't even need Yoda.
Bulb's a great defender. They should just let Yoda go up.
Yeah, Yoda has more goals than Bulbs. I just said they don't even need Yoda. And I guess it's only on defense because Yoda's doing all the offensive work, all the defensive work. It's not many times that you see the person mostly on offense being positive.
Yoda should have got drafted second.
Yeah, Yoda, for as much stuff as I've given him, he's definitely become a great all-around player. And that's sad to say because every time he scores, I have to turn it back to nighttime.
Oh, yeah.
So I wish he wouldn't score just for that. But he's proving everyone wrong. All them haters. Tried for another one, didn't get it, but who cares? They're up 5-1. Shutout dream's already dead, sadly. Tyrion gonna take it up. Spinning. Hey, look, Stealth did something. How many points does Stealth even have?
I think only Yoda has any points on their team, really. Bulb has a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, wow, Stealth is more points than Bulb. Bulb's just,
Oh, man. 1 for 17 Bulb.
and doesn't even have the most goals.
2 goals. 1 for 17.
You know, Bulb, great owner. I guess that is the sign of a good owner, that you don't have to do anything.
I played a scrim. I was goaling for some fucking trash lightning and winking team. Oh god, never mind. I'm done with my story.
Stealth, why would you do that? That tilts your goalie for next game. But with a minute 30 seconds left, at least Swift wasn't even moving. He was just typing GG. He knew it was over. Swift even had the crown. Wow, that's something I wasn't expecting to see.
26 passes out, and the other team has barely 26 passes combined.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier. Just not even passing.
Yoda just carrying.
That's gonna do that for the ZHL game. Kind of a one-sided affair. Both goals for Swift's team, Zenn Freeze, kinda just because they didn't care. The other team didn't care. The Flyers were in control.